After a full day of progressing the Godslayer PVE build version 2, I have finally maxed it out. Let's run some layer 2s then. I'm very excited to try this build out. While I ran some floor 1s for XP progressing, I am incredibly excited to see how well this thing does now that I have my enchant and an actual DVM gear on it. So as you can see, while progressing this build, I managed to optimize my speedrunning routes just a little more. A metal ball is actually way more useful than I thought, and is a good replacement for Gale Lunge, since it gives me a little more vertical and horizontal distance. I won't be going over the speedrun route too much in detail in this video, so I'll save that for another video. Although I say speedrunning, this build isn't actually meant to be a speedrunning build. Its main movement is simply ice skates, but even with this, I'm still getting sub 430 runs. This is due to several things. The first part being the insane DPS this build is capable of. Some runs I've managed to 2-cycle Chaser while burning and gripping him, which is pretty damn crazy. Let me show you with this Bonekeeper. Sometimes Flame Within can glitch like it did just then and not ignite, but that doesn't matter because we still shred the Bonekeeper. Yeah, Glacial Locking there is a little different with Metal Ball, so I'm not quite used to it. It's a minor time loss, but we can still climb over. Flame Within is definitely a good substitute over Shade Devour, because it's a lot easier to toggle on and off. Plus, for shorter things like Chaser, it doesn't actually deal as much damage as Shade Devour, which is very nice. Plus getting the ability to burn Chaser, which puts him in a state where you can grip him if he's about to die, helps save a lot of time in these runs. Right, now let's keep going along here, and hopefully I can pull off the next trick. I actually learned that going over here with Glacial Lock is slightly faster than using the Union Hook. Of course, we will take some fall damage, but it's fine because this build has Conditioned Runner and Flame Wisp, so we'll be able to heal it all back by Chaser. While I'm about to skip Founder's Nest, I actually saw a comment wondering why they couldn't get it to work, so I'm going to briefly explain how to skip Founder's Nest. Let me just toggle on Flame Wisp real quick. So there's an invisible wall right above where I just fell. If you go too high, then you won't make it. Now you just want to use Felinor's Climb Height to climb up there and spawn the bounders. You'll know they're spawned when you start to hear their roars. You will need to get used to climbing very high with this build, so you can consistently spawn them. Although if you are using V1 of the Godslayer PVE, then you can Gale Double Jump. While you're up here, be very careful of more ragdolls, as there is a lot of invisible walls around. But if you take my exact path, you should be fine. Also, right before I get to Chaser, let me point out that this build does have crazy slots, but I won't actually be using it to kill Chaser in this video, simply because I want to showcase how consistent this build is, even without the RNG of crazy slots. Right, now that we're at Chaser, let's proc Flame Within and destroy him. Yeah, being able to toggle it on and off so easily is super good because I can get an extra 40% damage during the initial Chaser phase. Since Flame Within gives a 20% boost, and Charge Return gives another 20 on top of that. Now let's proc everything and get ready to kill Chaser. I made my wooden blades a lot bigger since last time just for consistency. And with this, he should be instantly into phase 2. Let's just hold block, and we're going to toggle off Flame Within. As you can also probably tell, we didn't actually build chain stacks up before Chaser. That's because version 1 of this build could already 2-cycle, and I'm very confident that version 2 can also do that. So let's proc everything, and hopefully kill Chaser this phase. Alright, Detonation proc, and we'll hit him with everything we've got. And... let's go! Oh, what? Huh? What? We were able to grip Chaser, but he didn't seem to... What? What's Chaser doing? Well, we killed Chaser. I think he actually might have died of fire. And yeah, this is actually a PB as well. 409 is a new personal best to me with this build, and I've just got it. So yeah, expect some major time improvements in the coming days. This build really is overpowered. Even with a buggy run like this, I still managed to shred and grip Chaser. Anyways, make sure you check out the build showcase for this video, like, subscribe, and stick around for more PvE content. I'll see you next time.